Hello YouTube and welcome to a new series we call the book review. Okay, so a lot of you guys I've been seeing on TikTok that they say that my happy marriage is a Cinderella like story, but it's far from the reality. To be honest, they usually recommend it because they have is the graphic novel. So majority of them have the graphic novel, but I usually wanted to read detailed, so I always get the light novel. So basically, after reading this within a span of like 1 week, um, I was able to get deeper how the story is so dark and twisted that you can even compare it to reality. So basically, we have our MC, Miyu Saimori, daughter of the house of a Saimori family, which she resigned to her fate that she will be a servant for her whole life, and she was a talentless woman with no work until she was betrothed to Kyoka Kudo, which is our male protagonist for this one. And Kyoka always lived in solitude and loneliness. So basically, the two have something in common. They just live their lives, like, resigning to what's ahead of them. And the darkest of all the things is they develop this relationship, and when Mio almost got through her trauma with her stepmother and her family in the past, um, she meets her half sister in the city. So after meeting her stepsister and reminding her that you're a worthless, talentless woman, you'll be nothing more than just a servant, Mio locked herself in the room after coming back to Kyoka's house, because he was betrothed to Kyoka, so he moved to Kyoka's house. And Kyoka investigated her past about her, knowing that she was what you call that? She was resigned into being a servant, she was a servant of the Saimori family after her mom died. So his dad didn't care at all much for her, because but there was one relative family, a powerful family also, the Kujo family, who wanted the powers of Mio's mother, because Mio didn't inherit the gift of her mother, which is the power they call it gift. Since Mio didn't get that gift, or she didn't inherit from her mother, the Kujo family is hoping to inherit that in the next generation, which literally happens in our generation, which is sometimes you don't inherit your child, that your child doesn't inherit your characteristics, but they will inherit it in the next generation. So basically that's what happens. And Mio is frustrated because she did say that she didn't even deserve Kyoka. At this point, Kyoka is confused about what he feels about Mio. Then Mio, after Hana visited her servant back then when she was still the only child of the Saimori family, was there to visit her and tell her that have faith in yourself and have faith in Mr. Kudo, or have faith in Kyoka, that he loves you for who you are. And which is the truth, because Kyoka already fell in love, and he stated that, this quote he said, I just wanted to be with her with all my life. What is this feeling called? Is this what you call love? It's confused because he's only been living in solitude. Then after those peaceful days when they gone on a date, after those following days, Mio got kidnapped by the Kujo family. And she was sent to her mother because Kaya, after I think it was few weeks or days, beforehand, Kyoka asked the Saimori family to cut Mio's ties with them when they get married. And his father, Mr. Saimori, asked. And I told him that he will think about it. Then Kaya saw Kyoka gone to their house, and she was like, I'm much more superior in any ways and aspects on my sister. I am more superior. I should be the one betrothed to Mr. Kudo. But Kudo rejected her, and that's where all the fighting began. Kanako, the stepmother of Mio, told her that she will not stop beating her until she says that she should, give up on Kyoka. But since Mio already fell in love with Kyoka, he did not, that's the only thing that she said she will never do. She said she will never break her ties with Kyoka. Then basically after that, Mio had faith that Kyoka will save him, and Kyoka did. After that, the whole chaos, they lived their lives peacefully. But that's just volume 1, guys. That's just the start, okay? So basically, when people or in the TikTok say, they tell you oh, it's like a Cinderella story. No, it's so far. So I tell guys, anyway, to those who get spoiled. And anyway, final thoughts. Is the graphic novel better than the light novel? Of course not, because here you will get a more detailed version of how the characters thought on what's running through their minds. Should you watch the anime? Yes, I highly suggest you watch the anime. Where can I watch live action? We still have to wait because it was only available in Japan. So any more thoughts? I think that if you want to watch Happy Marriage and you're the type of person who can't even wait, and you want more detailed, I'll suggest the light novel, guys. Read the light novel, guys, and you will find out how miserable Miyu was in the beginning of her days before she met Kyoka. So you will get the point why the trailer said for her, happiness is just a fleeting thing. It's not permanent. And you will see why also Kyoka is in a way that spoke to her, that Kyoka said, if I tell you to die, die. If I tell you something, he had this line where he told Mio that, in a straight cold expression. But anyway, that's all. This is the book review. So I am about to read volume 2 after my midterm. So I highly suggest you read Happy Marriage. And lastly, between the light novel and the graphic novel, I suggest this. And don't believe, don't believe those people who said that, oh, it's like a Cinderella story. It's far, okay? Thank you guys. Till next book review. Like, comment, share, and subscribe.